Does this look appetizing to you? Tell me. I wanted to do that for the intro because I feel like Brits are always carrying around umbrellas like Mary Poppins. And you guys know I like to fit in. This smells like old metal. Good morning, guys. I have a very special video planned for the day. So we all know who Gordon Ramsay is, right? He's a chef. He cooks. He's obsessed with beef Wellington and he reads the girls. He drags people in his kitchen. He says, if you're not gonna pick up those crumbs, get out of here. Anyways, it turns out Gordon Ramsay released a frozen meal brand called Chef Ramsay. Now, I have never tried these meals, but it turns out they're available at Walmart. Now, we all love Walmart. We're trash, but Gordon Ramsay is a classy gentleman, okay? I'm surprised that his meals are sold at Walmart and not Whole Foods, Louis Vuitton in the frozen section. Like, there are a lot of other places, but he chose Walmart, and that's kind of commendable. Now, yesterday I went to Walmart and I bought every single meal and appetizer by Chef Ramsay that was available. And today I'm gonna eat his food for 24 hours, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and give you my honest opinion. You guys know I'm honest. If food is disgusting, I will drag it by the crumbs. Literally, this is just breakfast, this is lunch, and this is dinner. Anyways, it's gonna be a super fun day, but first, guys, give this video a big thumbs up if you're enjoying it. It's the easiest way to support little old me and my whole career. I felt like one of those models that like poses super fast. Have you seen those videos? Also subscribe if you're new here. I make food content. Supermarket food, restaurant food, hotel food, I cover it all. Before we start cooking, here's some footage of me shopping for all this food at Walmart. It was quite the adventure. First things first, ladies, of course we have to grab a card. There's nothing like daintily walking through a Walmart. It really is a moment for me. This very nice lady was passing out these Oreo thin coffee something flavored thingies, and I had to try it, guys. It's a free sample. Ooh, crunch. It tastes like a big mocha fart. Oh, looky here. Found the Zaddy Gordon Ramsay section. So this is what I chose for breakfast. Wellington bites, which are basically mushrooms and beef in a little pastry thingy. I also got these fried chicken Korean bites. They look quite saucy. And I also got the 4 cheese macaroni. Oh! Was a star just born right now? Look at that. And I also got, what does that say? Slow roasted beef with potatoes. Mushrooms again? Anyways, let's cook breakfast. So for breakfast, we got the fried chicken bites in a spicy Korean style sauce. That sounds amazing. We got the Wellington bites. This is his specialty. I'm expecting lives to be changed. I'm expecting my hair to grow back. Tender beef and mushroom doulex wrapped in a flaky golden pastry. You guys know I don't typically eat fungi, but today I'm gonna have to because Gordon really wanted to put fungi in everything. He said, I saw The Last of Us and I was inspired by the mold. So those are the 2 breakfast appetizers, and as for the meals, we have the 4 cheese macaroni. Now this macaroni seems to have provolone, mozzarella. Gianna, stop possessing me, queen, stop it. Fontina, Parmigiano, and powdered corn. No, that's not cheese. Monterey Jack. Okay. And then we also have the slow roasted beef brisket in red wine sauce with mushrooms, of course, pearl onions, and potatoes. Both of the appetizers have air fryer instructions, so we're gonna cook them in the air fryer. They can get nice and crispy. Let's see how the Wellington bites look. Oh, they're like little balls of dough. Mochi who? I'm just gonna cook like 2 of them and save the rest. So let's just pop 2 of them into my air fryer. Let's see how the chicken bites look. Ooh. They actually look quite delicious for being like a frozen chunk of bird. Once the chicken's done, I have to coat it in this sauce. Now, as for the meals, I was gonna cook these in the oven because I've seen all of your comments dragging me for cooking frozen meals in the microwave saying,
Timmy, they don't taste as good. Cook it in the oven. Why are you such a horrible person?
And because peer pressure works, even though it shouldn't, I was truly gonna cook these in the oven, but to my surprise, but not to Gordon's, these do not have oven instructions. They only have microwave instructions, both of these meals. So I'm like, I can't cook it in the oven if I don't know the temperatures, the times, the science of the frozen ice layers. And so I'm just gonna cook them in the microwave as Gordon intended. He told me to do this. So this is how the mac and cheese looks. Oh. The noodles have a very ugly look to them. I don't like those ridges. Is this a Pringle or is this dinner? This is gonna take 5 minutes. Bam. Now the slow roasted cow and mildew. Sorry, I meant mushroom. Oh, that actually looks quite good. A lot of like frozen pot roast type of meals do not have the beefy look to them. They just look like beef cubes. This beef actually has like the strings in it, you know? Oh, but guys, the prices were kind of insane. Keep in mind, I bought these at Walmart, where prices are low. Low prices, always Walmart. What's the tagline? Each of the appetizers were $6.97. And then each of the meals were $5.94. Something in the universe shifted. Big Ben was drooping. Gordon Ramsay's Mercury was shaking. The mac and queso is done. Let's put the beef one in for 5 minutes. Let's see how the mac and cheese looks. Now, ooh, can you chill a little bit? You're a bit too hot. Gordon did not tell me to mix this halfway through, so I did not. But there is sort of a translucent blob in the middle. Stop spitting. I feel like a DJ. Stop it. This is actually looking quite good. Like the texture looks extremely cheesy. The chicken is done. It looks nice and crispy. Let's add the sauce. Can you see it? Sorry. Ooh, it's very thick. The beef dinner is done. Breathe. Hey, Gordon. How are you, King? The beef legit looks delicious, but I have to say this stinks. It smells like a cow that just burped. Okay, so don't mind my disgusting air fryer. If your air fryer's clean, you probably have it together. Congratulations, you're better than all of us. The Wellington bites are done and they look nice and golden brown. But they do seem a little stuck. Let's see, can I get it? Oh, no! Oh, it's just wide open like that. How about this one? Come on. Oh my gosh, that's a whole Wellington right there. Breakfast is served. Honestly, these 3 things look good, and then we have Miss Wellington here. Let's first try the Korean fried chicken. Looks very nice, very shiny. Wow. Whoa. What happened to the chicken? Why is it purple? Is this Barney meat? I gotta be honest, that has more flavor than most frozen dishes. Truly. It is extremely tangy and it's tart in a buffalo sauce type of way, but it might be just a little bit too sour. Definitely woke me up in the morning, part of a complete breakfast. There is a Korean barbecue flavor, but it's kind of overwhelmed by the tartness. And there's a little bit of spice, which I love. Now the chicken on the inside does feel real, but it feels like low quality chicken. These don't taste grass-fed. They don't taste cage-free. There's a lot going on, which is better than nothing, right? So I'm gonna give them a nice strong 7 out of 10. Okay, Gordon, that's a decent start. Now let's try the mac and queso. How does it sound? Oh. It's gone. It's gone. I am shocked. I dreamed of mac and cheese like this. That is the best frozen mac and cheese I have had in my 29 years on this planet of Earth. It truly tastes homemade. The noodles are nice and thick. The cheese sauce is ridiculous. It is so extremely sharp and tangy. There's also a slight mustardy flavor. I don't know if there's mustard in it, but and the texture of the sauce. You know how homemade mac and cheese is when they're made with a roux, which is flour and butter. If you don't know, if you're an amateur, Gordon would drag you, but I'm not going to because I'm a nice person. Sauces that are made with a roux have almost a grainy, floury texture, and that might sound nasty, but it's the signature homemade texture. You know what I mean? And this had that texture. I was gooped like Gwyneth. I'm giving that mac and cheese a 10 out of 10. I'm definitely gonna get it again on my off time. I just think it's incredible. Next up, let's try the beef Wellington bites. I'm not used to eating mushrooms. You guys know that's one of the only foods as a food critic that I really struggle eating. But we gotta try every item that Walmart had. Oh, that texture. It's doughy. There's a piece of dough right there. See that? Come on, Pillsbury. It smells earthy. Like the ground. It has that mushroom oceanic smell. Let's see, guys. I can do it. Whoo! have a question for the mushroom queens out there. Even if you like mushrooms, does this look appetizing to you? Tell me. Honestly, I couldn't even taste the mushrooms. That is not what made me almost levitate into the ceiling. My issue was the meat. The meat itself has such a gamey flavor. It tastes so meaty. And there was also a slight fishiness in there. And listen, I support Ariel, but I feel like she just doesn't always need to be invited to the party. Just overall, one of the most disgusting things I've ever had on this channel. I'm gonna have to give it a 0 out of 10. And I usually don't give things zeros, because is 0 even a number? No. But today it is. Last but not least for breakfast, let's try the beefy mushroom potato concoction. Now, I can't avoid the mushrooms in this dish because they're just in chunks throughout the sauce, so that's good. I'm gonna get this piece of beef right here and a tater. Good, Mr. Ramsay, I didn't think you had this in you. Oh, wow. That is the realest beef I've ever had in a frozen meal. It's so tender. It has those real beef fibers. It's just a real chunk of pot roast. It also tastes kind of seared and crispified on the edges. Just so tender and truly decadent. As for the potatoes, they are simple, but the sauce really sticks to them. So they do carry on that sauce flavor. And the sauce is very rich. And once again, it doesn't taste like a frozen sauce. It tastes like a sauce someone made. Would I get this again? Maybe not, just because I don't typically get the beef roast type of frozen meals, but it's still fantastic. I'm giving it a nice strong 9 out of 10. So other than the Wellington bites, breakfast actually ate. Today might be a really good day. I will see you guys in a few hours when I get hungry for lunch. Come over here, bestie. I found lunch. Come here. Hurry up. I got these fried cheese bites. Guys, isn't Gordon just so cute? Look at that face. And I got this lasagna. Lasagna bolognese. Yeah. I also got this chicken pot pie. I was pretty hyped for it. I didn't look hyped, but I was. And then I got this mushroom risotto. Basically, fungus rice. Okay, it's 1 p.m. and these are the lunch options. Cheese bites, crispy seasoned beer battered white cheddar. So it's giving fried cheese curd. Mushroom risotto. Why do I get this? Why? Oh, because I had to try them all. But I'm regretting it already, especially after that Wellington bite. More like Rottington. It has white wine and Parmesan legend. And then we have the chicken pot pie. It has peas and carrots and a creamy sauce, topped with puff pastry. And lasagna with bolognese sauce. These look so good. They're like lasagna rolls. Oh my goodness. So the chicken pot pie is the only one with an oven option, but because it's the only one, I'm not gonna turn on the oven just for that. And heat up the house, are you kidding me? But it'll take 5 minutes in the microwave. Ooh, look at that. It's just a big flap of crust. Let's see how the soap scum risotto looks. What did I just say? Okay, oh. That is dark-sided. It looks like a big hockey puck. Something in my soul is telling me, Timmy, do not digest this. Let's see how the lasagna looks. Oh, stuck. Hello? This looks good, but the lasagna roll-ups look a lot smaller than they did in the picture. And now these are the cheese bites. Okay, these look pretty good. And these can go in the air fryer. Oh, I just realized that Wellington is still gooped up in there. It smells like a whole oyster. What is that? You know what? I am gonna clean it. Okay. You know, maybe I should have baked this chicken pot pie because it's looking a little bit soggy. It's giving tres leche. Anyways, I'm gonna put the lasagna in now. Cook! The lasagna's done. Ooh, looks pretty good. I feel like Giada De Laurentiis gave Gordon some advice on just how to make an authentic Italian roll-up. She was like, Gordon Ramsay, can I teach you how to make a roll-up? The mushroom risotto is done. Ooh, the the odors. Oh, wow. This is definitely like an air freshener for a person that just is rotten with a horrible attitude. The fried cheese is also done and looks delicious. Lunch is served. Terrifying. Let's try the fried cheese bites. Oh. Okay. The queso on the inside does feel like really high quality. It has a really good, stretchy, yet thick texture to it. It's really salty. It tastes real milky. So I feel like I'm getting all of my calciums that I need as a growing taste tester. The breading is good. I feel like it has a really good texture. It's thin, it's not greasy. And it really did crisp up nicely in the air fryer. But It has a little bit of a breadiness to it, like a processed, like sandwich bread flavor to it, just a hint. And that was the only thing that I didn't love. So I'm gonna give them a nice 6 out of 10. They're cute. Next up, let's try the chicken pot pie. Oh my goodness, wait. Oh, it's very hard, wow. Oh wow, it's a whole UFO. So this is what the bread disc looks like. It's giving CD-ROM. I am quite disappointed in this, Gordon. The crust itself looks like a big cracker, but it also tastes like a big cracker. There's no butteriness happening. And a chicken pot pie crust needs to taste buttery, flaky, golden brown. This really tastes like almost like a hardened flatbread. So that's very disappointing for me. And I don't really love the flavor of the filling. I feel like it just tastes like a can of cream of chicken soup. And that's not a bad thing, but when I'm paying $6 for a frozen meal, I don't want it to taste like a can of Campbell's. But there is one little thing to praise here, and that's the pollo. The chicken has an extremely real texture. It tastes really fresh. It doesn't have any of that typical frozen chicken foamy texture, mattress firm nastiness. It just tastes like fresh chicken. So that's good. But Gordy, I'm gonna have to give this chicken pot pie a 3 out of 10. I'm sorry, sir. It's not up to par with my kitchen. You better clean up those onion peels right now, mister. Governor. Let me have another cheese by a moment. Let's try the lasagna roll up. I hope this is good. It's very stuffed with cheese. The noodles themselves are once again al dente. They have a good bite to them. The ricotta filling is nice. I feel like it does taste like a freshly made ricotta eggy mixture that you typically put into lasagna. It doesn't taste like the frozen version of that. But the sauce to me is the main flavor here, and it's a bit lackluster. I think it really does taste like any other frozen meal lasagna sauce, and it's really not giving anything new, anything fresh, anything really worth talking about. I mean, it tastes tomatoey, but it could use a lot more Italian seasonings. It could use a little more sweetness, but it is nice and tangy, so it has that going for it. It said, hey, at least I'm a little sour. I'm gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10. So far, breakfast was a lot better than lunch, and all we have left is the mushroom risotto. I just foresee this, guys. I'm like Raven. I can see all the comments saying, Timmy,
How can you critique food when you just hate mushrooms? That's so annoying.
what are you gonna do about it? You guys know I typically don't try things that have mushrooms in them, but like I said before, I wanted to try every single item that Gordon served me. So here we go. This is probably the most mushroomy item. Why is it gray? People say the gray stuff is delicious. Girl, Lumiere is a little lying candle. We don't trust him. It's quite thick. Oh! I got a whiff. I don't know, guys, I don't know if I can do this one. I don't know. Of course, this is not a totally fair critique because I hate mushrooms. If you like mushrooms, this might be the best thing that you've ever eaten, so just don't come for me. The smell. I would rather smell some BO, to be honest. Ah! Huh. I can't do it. Wait, I have to do it. Give me your, oh, I can taste it. You're a professional. It's stuck in my mouth. Come on, Fanta. Regina, what's up with you today, you sassy little queen? I'm not gonna give that a 0 because I feel like in this case, it's not the dish's fault that it's mushroom themed. I am gonna give it a 1 because it's still vile and disgusting. You have to be a mushroom stan to like this because this is the strongest mushroom flavored anything I've ever tried. This is like mushroom extract dripped onto your taste buds. This is like if your tongue started growing a mushroom. Aside from it tasting like a big old piece of fungi, the rice was very grainy, like in a bad way. Like it tasted half cooked. I don't know. So lunch is done. I guess I'm just gonna snack on these. Everything else was either mediocre or horrible. So Gordon, Get out of here. I will see you guys in a couple hours when I have dinner. So for dinner, I got the Krabby Patties. Not the ocean. And I also got Gordon's pizza rolls. He said Totino's who? And I also got the plus a gorgeous shepherd's pie and a lemon caper chicken. Probably the fanciest sounding meal out of all of them. It's almost 6 p.m. and I'm finally hungry again. So we got the crab cakes. You guys know I can eat seafood, I just don't enjoy it, but it's not as bad as mushrooms. So I should be able to make it through this spider-shaped sea creature. And then we got the little Totino's pizza rolls. And then we got the shepherd's pie. I actually love shepherd's pie. I'm a part-time shepherd, so I'm so hyped for this. And then we have lemon caper chicken with potatoes and broccoli. This actually looks amazing. I don't know if I've ever had a caper, but aren't they like pickled peas or something? I'm assuming. And then last but not least, fish and chips. I can typically handle fish and chips. It's like the plainest fish of the sea fried. So I'm kind of hyped to try this. So this can be air fried, microwave, air fried. So we are air frying 3 things. My poor air fryer has been through it today. She said, there's no air left. I have nothing. Oh my gosh, there's a piece of cheese in here. How did I not notice? Let's see how the fish and chips look. The fish are in their own package and the chips are as well. This is actually very, very cute. Extra plastic, the turtle said, stop it. The fish doesn't smell fishy at all. It smells like those little fried cheese pieces. Probably the same batter. Very cute. We'll just do 2 of those and save the rest. And we'll add some fries. These are very thick cut. Look at that. Now for the little Totino's pizza rolls. These are a bit bigger than your typical pizza rolls. See that? Compared to my big head, you can't really tell, but they are quite large. They seem to have some of that like cornmeal that they typically put on pizzas. So that's interesting. And the Krabby Patties, they don't smell fishy either. That's a relief. Maybe I'll be a crab stand, you never know. Okay, that's all going. Now, the shepherd's pie. Oh, it's just like meaty sauce with a few dollops of Idaho's vegetable. Very interesting. Oh, ice just flew everywhere. That's what Elsa said when she farted, girl. This only takes 4.5 minutes. And now the lemon caper chicken. Ooh, does that piece of chicken not look extremely appetizing? Okay, caper. The shepherd's pie is done. This actually smells so good. It does look quite greasy. There is a swimming pool of orange liquids floating atop of the taters, and the sides seem to have been a little singed. They have those little Grand Canyons forming, but otherwise looks great, smells great. And here is the lemon caper moment situation type deal. Ooh! The chicken looks a little soggy, but it smells really nice. Dinner is served. We have the fish and chips. Do you hear this? Then we have the crab cakes, which got super golden brown, gorgeous. The shepherd's pie, Totino's pizza rolls, and the lemon caper whatever chicken. Let's first try the fish and chips. First the chip. Is this what Big Ben feels like, eating his fish and chips? Ooh, hot. Oh, they taste more real than some other frozen meal fries out there. It didn't feel like I was biting into a true russet, but they don't have any flavor. Like, a good simple fry should have a fresh oil fried flavor, you know, and saltiness. This has neither. This just really tastes like a cooked potato from someone's farm that they just dug up. But yeah, it's just super plain. Let's try the fish now. Look at these fish flakes. Okay. All right. You guys know I don't even like fish, but this is such a tame fish. This fish was like, I'm gonna behave. I'm not out in the wild anymore. I'm on someone's plate. It is so soft on the inside, but not in an icky, like mushy way. It just feels like a fresh little sea bass. And then the breading, I'm pretty sure is the same breading as the cheese, but there's no background sandwich bread flavor. It just tastes like a nice, like crispy breading. It's salty, it's simple, but it's very nice. I'm giving the fish and chips overall a 5 out of 10 because the fries were lackluster, but the fish was good. Now let's try the pizza rolls. I'm nervous. Is there pepperoni in this? No, it's just cheeses and marinara sauce. Oh, that's boring. What's gonna give me the gout then? Ooh! That's what it looks like on the inside. I I really enjoyed the dough. I feel like the dough has a biscuity vibe to it in flavor and in texture. Typically pizza rolls have more of like a chewy, stretchier dough, and this is much more almost cakey, biscuity, which is nice. But I don't love the filling. It really just tastes like a can of ragu and some cheese, which, you know, isn't disgusting. It's fine, but there's no oomph, poo, power, flavor. Ooh. It just tastes like canned pasta sauce. I prefer the cheaper, trashier pizza rolls. They're not bad, but I would not get them again. I'm giving them a 5 out of 10. Now it's time to try the crab cakes. Now, I don't think I've ever had actual crab. I think I've only had the fake crab that they put into sushi, and I hated it. But is this real crab? Lump crab meat. Is that what it's called? Lump. Might as well call it blob. You know, golden breadcrumb. That's it. Okay, first time trying a lump of crab. I don't love it, but I expected to be disgusted. I am not disgusted at all. The fact that I'm not shaking on the floor is the silver lining today, girlies. So this is the texture on the inside. And I expected it to have a much more fishy flavor, like more so along the lines of tuna. This is really barely fishy. Maybe it's 2% fishy, 98% land animal. The breading is it. The breading is very fried jalapeno, you know, breadcrumby, very crispy, salty, very nice. The fillings texture is tuna-ish, but the flavor is not. The flavor tastes like a fish stick ground up with like relish. For some reason, I'm tasting relish. And I don't love the combination, but I was able to eat it. Yay! So honestly, I am giving that a nice 7 out of 10 because if you actually like crab, you will probably like this. Gordon Ramsay, you did it again, brother! Now it's time for the 2 entrees. Let's first try the shepherd's pie. Let's get some mashed potato. Ooh, some meat, some veggies, some of this gorgeous cheese. Oh, love. Listen up. What does Willy Wonka say? Listen up and listen close. Turn it, reverse it, flip it around. What kind of chocolate do you like? Dark, white, completely insane? It truly tastes like restaurant quality. It is by far the best frozen shepherd's pie out there. The mashed potatoes taste extremely fresh. They don't taste like frozen mashed potatoes. Well, they taste homemade. They're buttery, they're creamy. The cheese was cheesing, it was gooping. Sauce with the meat, oh my goodness, it had so much flavor. There's a slight tartness, a tanginess, a richness, a tomatoiness, but it's not like Italian vibes. It's more so like a tomato gravy. And it goes so well with mashed potatoes. It is a bit small, but it's incredible, I have to say. Gordon Ramsay, a lot of your food isn't good, but the mac and cheese and the shepherd's pie are both absolute home runs. They're the stars of the lineup. I'm giving the shepherd's pie a 10 out of 10. Last but not least, last item of the day, girlies. It's the lemon caper chicken whatever. It looks very real, very nice. Let's try potato and broccoli. Okay. This is okay. I feel like the chicken is good quality. Even though the breading is nice and crispy on the edges, which is shocking because it was cooked in the microwave, there's a weird aftertaste in the breading. This has sort of a sweeter flavor to it, and it kind of threw me off at first. I was like, why is this breading sweet? It's just different. It's not disgusting, it's different. The sauce is very lemony, but I don't feel like the lemon sauce goes well with the sweet breading. The broccoli is actually very nice and tender, and it does go very well with the sauce. And the potatoes just taste like any old roasted potato. It's not great, but it's fine. It's good. It's a potato. Overall, it's just okay. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. So, now that we've tried Gordon's whole lineup of meals, I have to say, I think most of the items were mediocre to bad. But, like I said, there's a few items that to me are worth trying, and that's the shepherd's pie and the mac and cheese. I highly recommend those, but I don't think I would recommend really anything else, to be honest. Gordon! If you're gonna talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk, sister. I feel like this food isn't up to par with your critiques. Maybe you'll learn from this. Maybe it's Maybelline. maybe you will make another lineup of meals and they'll be a little bit better. Hopefully. And just don't try to make frozen beef Wellington happen. It's not gonna happen. Anyways, future editing Timmy is gonna calculate the breakfast, lunch, and dinner scores together to get one big final average score, and this is it. Huh. What do we think? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below. Have you tried the Gordon Ramsay frozen meal lineup? If you have, tell me all of your thoughts. And if you haven't, which item looked the best and the worst to you? Subscribe. I'll see you next video. I love you guys so much. Bye. Mwah. Hey, Gordon.